App as well on the beats. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Everyone, please, together. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone together, sabhi boliye. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. सभी बोलिए Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Everyone together. Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare सभी बोलिए, everyone together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone chant together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada Shri Radha Kirchar Gopinath ki Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki Shri Gaur Nitai ki Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Should I just wait for the door to open? Can I start? I'll start with Namo Vishnu Pada. Or oh, I put my phone on airplane so nobody disturbs. Can we fix it here or? I think so. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah. श्री श्री गौर निताय की, श्री श्री राधा कीर्चोर गोपीनाथ की, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि 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 बोल। जयो जयो गौरा चंदे आरतिक शोभा। जयो जयो गौरा चंदे आरतिक शोभा। जानवी तटवने जगमन लोभा। जानवी तटवने जगमन लोभा। गौरांगेरारती शोभा जग जन मन लोभा। गौरांगेरारतिक शोभा जग जन मन लोभा। जग जन मन लोभा। जग जन मन लोभा। दखिने निताईचा बामे गदाधार। दखिने निताईचा बामे गदाधार। निकटे अद्वैत श्रीनी वास छत्रधार। निकटे अद्वैत श्रीनी वास छत्रधार। बोसियाचे गौराचा रत्न सिंहासने। बोसियाचे गौराचा रत्न सिंहासने। आरती कोरे न ब्रह्मा आदि देवगणे। आरती करे न ब्रह्मा आदि देवगणे नर हरि आदि कोरी चामर ढुलाया नर हरि आदि कोरी चामर ढुलाया संजय मुकुंद बासु घोषयादि गाय संजय मुकुंद बासु घोषयादि गाय शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल मधुर मृदंग बाजे परम रसाल मधुर मृदंग बाजे परम रसाल शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे गौरांगेरारती माजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे गौरांगेरारती माजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल. बहु कोटि चंद्रजीने वदन उज्ज्वल. बहु कोटि चंद्रजीने वदन उज्ज्वल. गलदेशे वनमाला कोरे झलमाल. गलदेशे वनमाला कोरे झलमाल. शिव शुक नारद प्रेमे गदगद. शिव शुक नारद प्रेमे गदगद. ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपद. ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपद. की बजयो जयो गौरा चांदे आरतिक शोभा. जानवी तटवने जगमान लोभा. हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल. नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल. नमाय विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. प्रभुपाद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlad Lad Daine. Prahlad Lad Daine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Shilatam Kanakhalaye. Shilatam Kanakhalaye. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimho. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimho. Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha. Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha. Bahir Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho. Bahir Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho. Narsinghamadem Sharanam Prapade. Narasinghamadem Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Stringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Tavakara Kamalavare Jai Narasimha Dev. केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंह देव जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
নিত্যলীলা পবিত্র জং বিষ্ণুপাদ পরমহংস পরিব্রজক শিশিমৎ ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামী শিলা প্রভুপাদ কি জয়। নিত্যলীলা পবিত্র জং বিষ্ণুপাদ পরমহংস পরিব্রজক শিলা অষ্টতর শত শিশিমৎ ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামী শিলা প্রভুপাদ কি জয়। নামাচার্য শিলা হরিদাস ঠাকুর কি জয়। প্রেম শিখো শ্রীকৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শিবাসদি গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ কি জয়। শ্রী শ্রী রাধা কৃষ্ণ গোপ গোপীনাথ শ্যামকুণ্ড রাধা কুণ্ড দ্বাদশ বৃহত্তর ব্রজবন্ধন ধাম কি জয়। গিরি গোবর্ধন কি জয়। রাধা দামোদর কি জয়। রাধা গোপীনাথ কি জয়। গঙ্গা মায় কি জয়। যমুনা মায় কি জয়। শিলা প্রভুপাদ কি জয়। ভক্তি সিদ্ধান্ত সরস্বতী ঠাকুর মহাপাদ কি জয়। নামাচার্য শিল হরিদাস ঠাকুর কি জয়। নমো বিষ্ণুপাদায় কৃষ্ণ কষ্টায় পিতলে শ্রীমদে ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামী নীতি নামিনে নমস্তে সারস্বতী দেবং গৌরবাণী প্রচারিণে নির্বিশেষ শূন্যবাদী পশ্চাৎতারিণে।
Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to ISKCON Toronto's Sunday Feast program. We request everyone to kindly settle down. We have a special guest speaker for today, and we would like to get started as soon as possible. Couple of quick housekeeping announcements. For those of you visiting for the first time, the washrooms are downstairs. We request that you access the washroom through the middle door, and children under the age of 12 years should be under the supervision of parents. Everyone sitting at the back, please move forward. Please move forward. Everyone standing behind, kindly request you to be seated, or you're also welcome to use the balcony space upstairs. If everyone can settle down, please, can we pause the conversations at the back? Devotees can please find a place to be seated or use the balcony. Prabhus and Majis here, can you please move forward? Can we please move forward? Everyone, please slide forward. Want to make some space behind? Please move forward. Can come all the way front, please, Prabhu. Everyone behind, please, Prabhu, move forward. Thank you. Once again, welcome to ISKCON Toronto. How many of you visiting us for the very first time? A show of hands. Have one here, thank you. Few there. Anybody else? Okay. Would like to welcome all those visiting us for the first time with a warm round of applause. Thank you for being here on a Sunday evening. We welcome you to our Hare Krishna Center. This is our weekly Sunday Feast program. Every Sundays we have Kirtan with Arati, a special discourse, and there will also be a vegetarian feast served at about 7:30 p.m. followed by the last Aarti of the day at 8 p.m. Sorry. So we're very excited to have a special guest speaker with us, His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu is not visiting us for the first time. He's been here multiple times in the past. He is a globally renowned author, speaker, and a lifestyle mentor and a coach. He's authored over 30 books, and he's also been practicing the Bhakti tradition for over 30 years, predominantly serving in India, but he extensively travels around the world, from Australia to America, and he is known for his talks and seminars at large organizations, Fortune 500 companies, as well as prestigious educational institutions such as Stanford, Cambridge, Yale, as well as large companies like Microsoft, Salesforce. He's known for bringing the practicality and wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita and how it's applicable in our day-to-day lifestyle. So we're very honored and happy to have with us Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. Can we all welcome him with a big round of applause? Hare Krishna.
Thank you all for coming here today. Let us begin with some prayers. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanushalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. My dear Lord, please guide us all so that we can understand your words of wisdom and be empowered by those to face the challenges of life. Am I audible to everyone behind also? Thank you. So I'll be writing and drawing something over here as a way to illustrate the point that I'm going to speak. So today I'll speak broadly on the topic of, does God care? When we go through problems in life, say we have come to a temple now, and we feel some peace over here, maybe we feel a sense of connection or belonging, and all that is good. But we all face many different challenges in life. And when we face those challenges, one of the questions that we naturally face is that, while dealing with these challenges, is there any help available for us? Or is it that we are all alone facing this big bad world? That if we are here and we are in this world, and quite often our life story is reduced to two things: what is done to us and what is done by us. So we normally think of, okay, if somebody asks, okay, how was your stay at this place? Or if you visited that place, how was your experience? So we normally think of it in these two terms: what was done by me and what was done to me. And that's natural to some extent. At the same time, life has a much bigger picture to it. And the Bhagavad Gita helps Arjuna to develop that bigger picture. When Arjuna comes ready to fight the war, and he sees his own relatives, especially his elders, Bhishma and Drona, over there on the opposite side, he starts thinking, how can I fight against them? These are the people who taught me archery. These are the people for whose pleasure I learned archery. And these are the people now I have to kill with my archery skills. I cannot do that. And so on one part he's feeling, why do I have to do what I have to do? On the other side, it's why has life put me in this situation? Why are these people fighting against me? I'm not a bad person. Why are they gone against me? Why are we in this situation at all? So in general, when we go through life, if our life is just reduced to these two things, what is done to me and what is done by me, then prominently we live under the control of two emotions. One is resentment, that we feel as if whatever is happening to me is unfair. This kind of thing should not be happening to me. A part of me is feeling this kind of kids running behind should not be happening to me while I'm speaking. So there is resentment that comes. And the other part is insecurity comes in. Maybe what I am doing is not good enough. Maybe I am not good enough. And in both ways, we become subjected to a lot of negative emotions. Negativity comes from what is happening to us, and negativity also comes from what is done by us. And we all make mistakes in life. And we may deny those mistakes at times, but in the private moments, in the deepest recesses of our heart, we know we have also messed up things in our life. And both of these, when they subject us to negativity, that can be overwhelming. So, what the spiritual vision does is that there is a bigger reality. And our life story is not just about what others have done to us or what we have done. In some way, whatever others have done and what we have done, it is all a part of some higher plan. Everything is moving somewhere. It is not arbitrary. It is not random. That does not mean our mistakes are God's plan, that God wanted us to do mistakes. If somebody hurts us, abuses us, that does not mean God wanted them to do that. But all of these are in some way a part of a bigger plan. That our life story is not just about our story. See, our story is a part of a bigger unfolding story of the universe. Now, one of the spiritual truths is that what we call history is actually His story. His is, it's God's story. God's story unfolding through time. And we are all a part of that story. And we all can be a harmonious part or a disharmonious part. So, this is the vision, how we can expand our vision to understand that our life is a part of a bigger picture. That's what I'll try to discuss today, and I'll discuss this in 3 parts. So, depending on how much time we have, we'll discuss about the self, that is how we look at ourselves. Then we will look at the world, and we will look at God, to understand that bigger picture, it needs to include ourselves, it needs to include the world, and it needs to include God. And if all these 3 are included, then we can actually have a healthy way of facing life's challenges. So, with respect to the self, we often tend to have an unhealthy relationship with ourselves. Now, the unhealthy relationship with ourselves, our vision, how we look at ourselves, our vision of ourselves, it can go in two extremes. On one side is, we can look at ourselves with a lot of ego. That we have a sense of entitlement, of pride, of arrogance. I am great. I can do anything. Many current movies, they are all about every movie has a driving story. Many modern movies, or you could say postmodern, whatever you want to call it, these movies are how the character is already a great character. It's just that the world does not know how great the character is. So there is no growth in the character. The growth is only in the world's understanding of the greatness of the character. So I saw a t-shirt in California recently. I saw a t-shirt on one boy's, that t-shirt, the boy, had a line over there. I was an atheist till I discovered I was God. So, ego means we think of ourselves to be bigger than what we are. And now there is some truth to us. We may have some talents, we have some abilities, but the world doesn't know about it. But ego is where we think we overestimate ourselves. Now, often ego is contrasted with humility. However, it's not a dyad, it's a triad. The opposite of ego is insecurity. Ego is where I think I have such a huge worth, but the world does not recognize me. Insecurity is where I start thinking, I don't have any worth at all. That maybe I'm just not good enough. And both of these are toxic ways of relating with ourselves. And for many people who seem to have a lot of ego, who have a lot of bluff and bravado they put up, they are actually concealing their insecurity. And nowadays, especially with social media, what has happened is that our whole frame of comparison has become the whole world. And because of that, we are more and more dogged, afflicted by the feelings of insecurity. Even somebody who has, say, 1 million or 10 million followers on social media, they can always look at somebody who has more followers and feel insecure because of that. So ego basically is that I am everything, I can do everything, I am God. Insecurity is I am nothing, I can do nothing. That is, both of these are unhealthy. Our relationship with us is based on humility. Humility is basically I am something and I can do some things. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says in 15.7, Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhutah sanatanaha. So, this, I'm going to talk about an acronym, ACT. So we need to learn to accept ourselves. Not just expect that the world should accept me. When the ego is there, I am great. Why don't you recognize how great I am? Or insecurity, oh, why am I like this? Why am I like that? Why am I like that? We need to have a healthy self-acceptance. No, we are not just products of chance. We all have certain strengths, we all have certain limitations, but each one of us has a part to play in God's plan. And we have been given the gifts that we need for playing our part. So Arjuna had certain gifts and Bhima had certain gifts. Arjuna was not insecure that I am not as physically strong as Bhima. Nor was Arjuna in the Mahabharata insecure that I am not as wise or as learned in scripture as Yudhishthir. They're all different characters. Everybody had a part to play. So humility means I am something and I can do some things. So quite often for us to have this kind of healthy self-worth, what is important is that we learn to look at ourselves not so much from the world's eyes, but we learn to look at ourselves from God's eyes. That I am a part of God and I have been made by God. So when we come to a temple, when we practice bhakti, when we chant the holy names, when we participate in kirtans, These can at one level just be nice feeling rituals. And they are good if we feel good about them also. But they are so much more. Bhakti is not just another to do. I have so many things to do in my life, and this is another to do. Is another to do to tick on my daily list of things or weekly list of things to do. Bhakti, it can be seen that way, but a more holistic vision is, it is another way to do. Bhakti gives us another vision of ourselves, another vision of the world. It's another way to function in life. So, this is where, when we have that vision that I am a part of God, I don't have to become like someone else. If Krishna had wanted me to be someone else, Krishna would have made someone else. Krishna has made me, me, and Krishna has made you, you. Now, of course, each one of us need to improve. We all have talents, abilities, we all have things which we can improve in our life. But the core of who we are, there is intrinsic self-worth to every one of us. So that healthy acceptance comes when God accepts us. When we understand that actually, however I am, wherever I am, I may feel I don't have this ability or that ability, but we all have certain gifts. It may take time to discover those gifts, it may take time to develop those gifts, but these will manifest in each of our lives. So some of you may notice that I need crutches for walking. When I was 1, I got polio. I was staying in a small town in Maharashtra, and my mother took me to a polio clinic, to a physician to get the polio vaccine. But unfortunately, it was a small town and there was a power outage regularly. So the previous night before I went to that clinic, there was a power outage in the clinic. And because of that, the power supply to the fridge in which the vaccines had been kept had got cut off. And the temperature of the vaccines increased, the germs multiplied. And when that vaccine was given to me, instead of preventing polio, that vaccine ended up causing polio. Now, I don't remember any of this. I was about 1 at that time. I was just learning to walk, I was told, and I fell down, and I could never walk normally without support after that. But my first memory of this, I was about 2.5 or 3, and a distant relative had come to our home, and she was consoling my mother, saying, "It's so sad that your son got polio." And I remember my mother's voice, very calm, clear, confident. She said, whatever he lacks physically, God will provide him intellectually. So, I don't know why she said that, but somehow that stayed with me. Initially, it was the intellectually part that stayed. The God part came later. But at least it stayed with me. And so, what happens is that feeling that life is unfair to me. Maybe life is unfair because people are not treating me fairly, that's resentment. Or life is unfair to me because I don't have the resources, I have not been given the gifts to deal with life, that insecurity. Both ways, this vision of life, it creates, if we have only this much vision of life, it creates a sense that life is unfair. So that is a universal feeling that everyone gets. However, when we get a spiritual picture of life, what happens? It is true, life is unfair. A part of me felt when I couldn't play an outdoor game like other kids could play, what did I do to deserve this? It is unfair. But then, when I started reading, studying, I noticed I could read quickly, I could remember things well, I could articulate things clearly. So somewhere at the back of my mind it settled that, what did I do to deserve this intellectual ability either? So yes, life is unfair, but in the big picture, life is fairly unfair. Fairly unfair means sometimes we get less than what we deserve, in some areas we have more than what we deserve. So it is up to us to choose. If we focus on unfairness, we will become bitter. We'll go towards insecurity, we'll try to cover it up with a lot of ego. But humility is, I'm not God, I'm not perfect. But there are some things which I can do. And let me do what I can. So that's the first part. What spirituality does is, spirituality changes our vision of ourselves. It helps us develop a healthy relationship with ourselves. Then what was the acronym I was going to discuss? ACT. So A is in our relationship with ourselves, accept ourselves as we are. Now C is our relationship with the world. Now in our relationship with the world, we need to commit ourselves. I have traveled across the world and spoken to people from different religious backgrounds, different cultural backgrounds, different, very different, backgrounds, you could say. There are 3 words that convey a truth that everyone from any background will largely agree with. And that truth is, when you talk about the world, life is tough. Isn't it? Life is tough. We may be wealthy, we may be poor, we may be handsome or gorgeous, we may have like a IQ like the next Albert Einstein, but for nobody life is easy. So life is tough. Now, when we look at the toughness of life, there are 2 broad ways of looking at this. That when we face challenges, troubles in life, we can go towards 2 extremes. One is we hope, we seek that I will come to a place of power, of position, of expertise where there'll be no problems in my life. We try to eradicate all problems. Eradicate all problems. In many ways, this was the promise of science. At the dawn of the scientific age, especially as technology started developing, the idea was whatever problems are there, we will develop technological advancement, we'll get gadgets, and we will remove those problems from our life. And we have got extraordinary levels of comfort in the world today. Air conditioning, air travel, internet, now AI. These are stunning. Most of these, when people 50 to 100 years ago would not have been able to imagine. So we have got a lot of comforts today. People are comfortable. But unfortunately, most people are comfortably miserable. What is happening is, at the physical level, at the level of the body, we have created lots of comforts for ourselves. But at the level of the mind, there is a lot of distress. So, this approach that we can eliminate all problems, now why does it lead to increased mental problems? There can be many sociological reasons, but from a philosophical perspective, it creates a false expectation that life should be problem-free, but somehow my life is not problem-free. And that makes our mind rebel and recoil. So that's how it's a false expectation that life will be problem-free. Or somewhere if I go, maybe you come from India to Canada, my life will be much better. Yeah, in some ways it is better. But wherever we go, if we have this expectation that I will improve all things in my life, then that leads to frustration. The Gita says, this world is dukkhalaya. It's a place of distress. Now, there is one extreme that life is tough and eradicate all problems. That doesn't work. But sometimes people go to the other extreme. And the other extreme is just succumb to problems. Just this is the way life is, nothing can be done about it. And we just become passive, we become inert. Now many people check out from their own lives. One reason why social media nowadays and the whole craze for internet, or entertainment rather, through internet or various ways is so high is because most people are so disappointed with life that they just want to escape from life. I saw one cartoon where a man is talking with his friend and he's saying, yesterday my broadband Wi-Fi went down. So I spent some time with my family. They seem like nice people. It's like you don't know them at all. For many people, see, entertainment is always been a part of human society. But throughout human society, entertainment is a break from life. Yuktahara vihara, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. But nowadays, for many people, life is a break from entertainment. You know, what happens in this TV series and what happens on that video game and what happens over there, that is the most awaited part of the day. And everything else, just deal with it till we can get there. Isn't it? So one is what? We think that I will conquer over all the problems of life and I will make my life into paradise. The other is just forget this life and escape from it in some way or the other. And that's how often there is so much addiction nowadays. There could be addiction to entertainment, there could be addiction to devices, there could be addiction to substances. So this is basically a form of escapism. So either we try to control and change the world, we can't change the world, just try to escape from the world. The Gita gives us a different approach to the world. It says that life is tough, that is true. There's no doubt about it. But the universe is a university. And through the toughness of life, we are meant to learn lessons. And through these lessons, we grow. So, if we go to university, you know, okay, there are so many inconveniences that could be there. We are away from home, we are away from our family and friends. Maybe the studies are difficult, maybe we don't like the food over there, the accommodations are not that great. There are so many problems. But what happens is, if our focus is, you know, I want to study, I want to build a career. So that sense of purpose raises us above our problems. So we cannot be problem-free in this world. But what we can do is, we can be purposeful in a way that makes our problems more bearable for us. So if we consider this to be our consciousness, now within our consciousness, there'll always be some problem or the other problem. But if our purpose is bigger, then all the problems that are there in our life, they will become smaller. So the Gita does not promise Arjuna, oh, Krishna says, I'll remove all problems from your life. No, Arjuna still has to fight the war. But the Gita gives Arjuna a higher sense of purpose. So you are not just fighting this war against these people who are relatives. What you are doing here is a part of a bigger plan. I want you to be a part of my plan to establish order, to create a better world, to help everyone to raise their consciousness to a spiritual level. So for each one of us, the first point leads to the second point, that we have an intrinsic self-worth. We all are here not by chance, but for a purpose. And it is when we have a sense of purpose, that is what will make the problems of life bearable. So that is what, now we may say, okay, what is my purpose? Now, that is a very big question in life. But a simple way to move forward is that any situation we are having in life, we can ask, what is the purpose of life? And that may say, I don't know, how can I know? They say, and yes, there are ways to know, but at a practical level, we can ask ourselves, how can I make my life more purposeful right now? How can I make my life more purposeful right now? Whatever it is we are doing, can we in each day, in each moment, try to add a little more purpose, a little more meaning, a little more value into our life. It's definitely possible for us. That say, if we are talking with someone, if you're talking with a friend, a loved one, maybe 1/3 of our mind is there and 2/3 of us we are waiting for what message comes here, message comes there. No, neither do we pay attention to the message, nor do we pay attention to the conversation. Whatever I am doing, let me do it more purposefully. Whatever abilities we have, we may or may not know how those abilities will be used in the future. When Arjuna was practicing his archery, he didn't have a clear idea that in future there will be a war to establish order and his archery skills would come to use over there. But he had that ability and he developed that ability. So in whatever situation we are in, how can I make my life a little more purposeful? So purpose can be at a various levels. Purpose can be in the sense of calling. Like some people know for sure, this is what I'm meant to do in my life. But purpose can also be in the sense of curiosity. So, okay, curiosity is look inward to see what abilities I have, what interests I have. Look outward to see what are the opportunities I have, what are the issues that I want to fix. And then in between is commitment. Explore. What can I do? So instead of thinking, oh, maybe this is not my purpose and that is not my purpose, just commit yourself. Even if what we commit ourselves to right now is not our purpose, we will develop a culture of discipline. Just by committing ourselves to what challenges we face right now and doing it in the mood of service. God, you have put me in this situation, put me in this role right now. Guide me how you want me to move ahead. I will do my best where I am. When we create that commitment, 3 things will happen. First is our own respect for ourselves will increase. Many people talk about self-esteem. Self-esteem doesn't come by just patting ourselves on the back or looking at a mirror and saying, you are great. No, self-esteem comes by setting some meaningful goal and taking some steps toward that goal. It doesn't have to be a supremely meaningful thing. It doesn't have to be sensational achievement in that direction. Set some goal and take some steps toward that goal. Along with that, we will also learn to discipline ourselves more. Later on, when we discover whatever is our calling, when we find something more meaningful, we will be better prepared for that. And more importantly, we are showing God that I am serious about my life. This is where we need to turn the question around. Instead of asking, does God care? Ask, do I care? And am I ready to show that I care? Otherwise, it's very easy to give ourselves to insecurity, to give ourselves to resentment. Do I care? Do I care enough to commit myself to something meaningful in my life? And when we do that, we'll find slowly the meaning in our life will start increasing. So the Gita talks about 3 truths. There is the soul, the jiva, and there is the world, that is the jagat. And then there is God, that is Jagdish. So this T is transcend. Now, what does the word transcend mean? It's about God. Now, with our vision of God can also be in 2 extremes. Many, but largely 2 extremes. One is that we think that God has got nothing to do with this world. Maybe God exists somewhere and God wants me to come there, but till I come there, I am all alone over here. So God cares only for my spiritual elevation and doesn't care for my material elevation at all. All the material challenges I face, that God doesn't care at all. So basically, the one extreme is to think that God doesn't care for our problems. Because our problems are too small. And some people say, what is the use of praying to God? You know, God is there, I am here, I have to deal with my life. When I was introduced to Bhakti about 30 years ago, I started talking about it to all my relatives. So one of my uncles told me, I have a very good relationship with God. I said, really? What is that relationship? Yes. Mutual non-interference. He is happy there, I am happy here. So that is one extreme. That God doesn't care for my problems at all. And the other is that we expect God to fix all our problems. God, if you care for me, you should remove this problem from my life. With this vision, we don't just pray to God, we don't just have desires, we have demands. We may even give ultimatums to God. If you don't solve this problem for me, I'll never again come to your temple. But in between, the understanding is that actually God doesn't so much fix our problems, but that doesn't mean that God doesn't care for us. What God does is, He fixes us so we can fix our problems. He fixes us so that we can fix our problems. When we pray to Krishna, when we chant His holy names, when we study His wisdom texts, we will find that a sublime strength comes inside us, which often defies material explanation. See, at the end of the Gita, it was not that Arjuna said, Krishna, you are God, you have shown me how you are God, now you fix all the problems. Krishna was with Arjuna, but Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight. The Gita's message is not that God is a hero and you watch God being the hero. It says God is a hero and God wants you to become a hero in a mood of service and contribution. So the idea is God can, instead of expecting God to fix our problems externally, if we pray to Krishna with a mood of service and contribution, then we will find that we will get greater strength to face life's challenges. Things may not always work according to our plan, but our strength will increase. And whatever life throws our way, we will be able to better deal with it. Life will still have ups and downs, but we will be stronger in dealing with those ups and downs. So what the mood of the Gita is that Arjuna picks up his bow in readiness to fight by the end of the Gita. So we all can pick up our metaphorical bow. We'll find that, I'll conclude with this point, for many of us, when we are facing life, we often think that there are some obstacles externally. And these obstacles, if only I could overcome them, if some doors would open in my life, maybe I get a better job, I get a better life partner, I get better talents, then my life, all these doors will open in my life and my life will become better. And yes, there is some truth to that. But actually, on the path of life, there are also trapdoors. And we often fall down these trapdoors. Those trapdoors could be our own negativities. Our negative vision of ourselves, our negative vision of the world, our negative vision of God. And when this negativity is there, it's much more easy to see that in others than to see it in ourselves. When somebody is being very dark and pessimistic, there are two kinds of people in the world. Some people bring happiness wherever they go. And some people bring happiness whenever they go. So what happens is that when we see somebody in the second category, we can easily notice it. But sometimes we might ourselves be in that second category. No, as soon as we come, we just send an energy of darkness and gloom and doom everywhere. That we sabotage ourselves. So whether God opens the doors for us or not, God can surely close the trap doors for us. And when the trap doors are closed, we will find that we can make our life so much better. And that way, we all have achieved some things in life. Despite having fallen into some trapdoors, despite having sabotaged ourselves, we all have achieved some things in life. Now, imagine if those trapdoors were closed. Imagine if we were not sabotaging ourselves. How much more good we can do in the world. How much more good we can achieve in the world. And that, discovering that good is the adventure that the Bhagavad Gita invites each one of us to be a part of. So I'll summarize what I discussed today. That I talked about, does God care? How do we understand God's role in our life? And I talked about it in 4 main points. It was, you can say broadly, we can use the acronym FACT for that. The first F was the futility. Now when we have a very self-centered view or a very materialistic view, life is all about what is done to us and what is done by us. And this all fills us with negativity. Life is unfair. We either feel resentment about what is done to us or insecurity about what we are doing. So from that futility, A was what? Accept. We learn to accept. This is about the self. That we avoid the two extremes of ego, where we think I am God, I am everything, and the other is insecurity, where I think that I am nothing. In between is humility. I am something and I can do some things. I am a part of the team of God, and I will always be a part of the team of God. Insecurity tells us that, I have been exiled from God's team. Ego makes us believe God is lucky to have me on his team. But humility is, yes, I am a part of God's team. Then C was what? Commit. Commit is largely in association with the world. So we have two extremes in the approach to the world. One is, we may think that we will eradicate all problems. That is through technology, through wealth, through power. Now this does not work. We have made ourselves physically comfortable, but we have become mentally miserable. The other is, we escape from all problems. That is through intoxication, through addiction. Now neither of these approaches works. So what do? In between is, we have a purpose. We find a purpose for ourselves that raises us. That purpose becomes bigger than our problems. Now to find the purpose, we don't have to have some earth-shattering revelation. Yes, eventually we may find our calling. But we can start with curiosity. Now what is the ability that I have? What is the opportunity that I have right now? How can I make my life a little more purposeful right now? That is where we commit. We commit to a purpose in our life. And the last was transcend. Transcend means that is in our relationship with God. That we don't expect, we transcend whatever conceptions of God we may have. One is that God is uncaring, that I am all alone dealing with these problems. Or God should be like all problem solver for me. But in between is the idea that God will fix us so that we can fix our problems. So when we understand this, we become, Krishna empowers us. Krishna doesn't say that I am the hero, but you become a hero. You take responsibility. You face challenges. And how does Krishna help us to fix our problems? Our problems are not just that in the path of life, there are doors that need to be opened. Our problem is also that there are trapdoors that need to be closed. And Krishna, when we remember Krishna, when we cultivate Krishna consciousness, then our mind becomes filled with a divine positivity. The self-sabotaging mentality within us will be removed. The trapdoors will be closed. And whatever good we have done till now in our life, we will be able to do much, much more. And that is how the Bhagavad Gita's wisdom can empower each one of us. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Chaitanya Chan Prabhu. I think we all learned a new way of looking at the Bhagavad Gita and how it can help us in our day-to-day life. Can we give a big round of applause to welcome him again and thank him for giving such a wonderful seminar today with us. As I mentioned earlier, Prabhu has published over 30 books, but 2 of his recent books are here with us. Prabhu, I just request you to give a brief overview if you can.
Yeah. So much of what I spoke today about developing a healthier relationship with ourselves is given in this book. This is Gita for the CEO. Nowadays, there's a lot of interest in getting life lessons or leadership lessons from ancient texts. So from Greece, Stoicism is popular. From Japan, Ikigai is becoming popular. So HarperCollins, one of the biggest publishers in the world, they asked me to write on the Bhagavad Gita. So like I was doing some simple conceptographics, drawings to explain concepts. So this is filled with many such illustrations. And I presented this book as a conversation between 2 characters, 2 people in the corporate world, one who knows the Gita and one who wants to know the Gita, and how to be more mindful, how to have a positive vision of ourselves. Many of the points that I talked about in this session, they are there in this book. This is prayers inspired by Bhagavad Gita. This is more of, if we want a quick dose of spiritual rejuvenation, each page has a beautiful picture of Krishna deity, a verse from the Bhagavad Gita, a spiritual affirmation in the form of a prayer, and then a poetic translation of the Gita so that we can feel a devotional connect. And then there is a reflection. So like that, there's something which you can read in 2-3 minutes. And there are 122 prayers with a very accessible table of contents. So there are prayers for various kinds of situations we face in our life. If we are feeling lonely or abandoned or misunderstood, or if we are feeling lost and disoriented in our life, if you're feeling spiritually dry and disconnected from God, if you're feeling our cravings becoming unbearable, if you're feeling too much negativity, there are prayers for all those occasions. So many devotees have told me, many people have told me that if they do their morning meditation, reading a prayer helps them. And other times also, whatever is our need, whichever prayer you can read that, and you can get a nugget, you can get a spiritual nourishment dose. So both these books are available, and I'll be here for some time to sign the books or to answer any further questions. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. We request everyone to please remain seated. We have 10 more minutes. We have a couple of quick announcements. As Prabhu mentioned, this book is available for, if you'd like to purchase them, we have limited copies available here. The book Gita for the CEO is for $20, and the prayers from Bhagavad Gita is for $25. But if you'd like to purchase both of them, we have a special combo price of $35. We'll be happy to have you come here later to get the book signed, or if you have any questions. We do have a few other important announcements from the temple community. Would like to call upon Mother Satyabhama on behalf of the fundraising team to provide us an update about the biggest upcoming festival of the year, Festival of Chariots, also known as the Rath Yatra. So it is going to be on the second weekend of July of this year, and it's over Saturday, Sunday with a 12-hour kirtan on the Friday. And you can visit the website chariotfest.ca for more details. But I'll now pass it to Satyabhama Mataji.
So this is a different kind of thermometer. Do you see it? Yes. What is on there? Mahabhagavad Prabhu. So there's Lord Jagannath in it, and there's a chariot here. This chariot needs to travel 1,800 meters before we can get to the island. Yes. So we need to travel 1,800 meters, and it costs us quite a bit of effort and money to get to the island, because we have to pay for the chariots, the permits, the city police, the security. It's not very easy to take Lord Jagannath out on Young Street. So we need your help to get Jagannath to the center island. So we have a very unique initiative that we've been running for several years, where people can sponsor a meter at a time. So you can help Lord Jagannath travel a meter just for $20. Isn't that amazing? The Lord of the universe travels just 1 meter per $20. And so if you want to participate in this very amazing journey, you can do that. And it's not a huge amount. $20 is like 3 Starbucks coffees, just to put it into perspective, right? I know, because I do fundraising. So I have these, So we are requesting you today to come and move Lord Jagannath. We have to get him moving fast because time is running out, and we don't want him to get stuck at Eaton Center, do you? We don't want to be stuck at Eaton Center. Yeah, that is a good idea if we can buy Eaton Center. But for now, let's just get to the island. So we have 1,800 meters to cover. Some devotees, some well-wishers have already sponsored, but I want this to move fast. So if you are interested, come today and give $20, $40, how much ever you want to walk with Lord Jagannath today. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Satyabha Mataji. If you would like to know more, please do come by the front desk. Satyabha Mataji will be there, and there'll be a few others to help you with any questions. We do want to quickly go over some announcements for today. So we are very happy to let you know about 2 wonderful offerings on the temple, at the main temple ground level, which is the Matchless Gift Boutique Store, as well as the Govinda's Restaurant. So we do have some devotional gifts and devotional paraphernalia at the Matchless Gift Store. It's just down the hallway. Please do check them out, see if there are any items that you'd like to purchase for your home. And we have our in-house chef who's prepared pizza, noodles, and pani puri, which is available for sale at the Govinda's Restaurant. So if you'd like to grab them to go or for tomorrow, please do make sure that you visit. We'd also like to share a very special announcement about one of our devotees in our community named Uttamananda Prabhu. So he recently celebrated his birthday today, and would like to chant the Maha Mantra for Uttamananda Prabhu and for all the wonderful services he does for us. So on the count of 1, 2, 3, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Once more, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you all, and thanks to Uttamananda Prabhu for his glorious services to our community. Please do visit our website, torontokrishna.com, to know more about upcoming festivities, events, and celebrations. We'd like to thank today's cooks and the sponsors. So we'll start with the sponsors for today. We'd like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to an anonymous sponsor donating on behalf of her mother's birthday. We also have Indirani Chakrabarti on the occasion of her son Ishan Bhattacharya's 10th birthday today. So I'd like to chant the Maha Mantra thrice for these 2 families as well. So on the count of 1, 2, 3, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. Few other announcements. If you'd like to participate in daily virtual japa, that is from your home, you can log on to our Zoom ID to chant with others in the morning between 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and everyone is welcome to join. The QR code is available in the front desk to learn more. And we'd like to pass it back to Satyabha Mataji for some concluding announcements. But before that, we would like to remind everyone, Amal Harinam Prabhu, yes. So for those of you visiting us for the first time, if you have any questions or you'd like to get a temple tour, do speak with Amala Harinam Prabhu. And we're going to just give it back to Satyamatji for a second.
So I have some updates for Mahabhagwat Prabhu, who wanted to stop at the Eaton Center. So we just got some sponsorship by Jayesh Prabhu and his family right there. And they sponsored 450 meters. So we've unfortunately crossed the Eaton Center.
Thank you so much, Jayesh Prabhu, for this wonderful contribution. We'll now conclude the program. The doors will open again at 8 p.m. for Aarti. The prasadam will be served. For those of you who'd like to get a copy of Chaitanya Charan Prabhu's books, please feel free to come by and he'll be happy to sign them if you're interested. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Just a quick reminder, if anybody here is new, here for the first or second time, and wants to go for a temple tour or have some question, please feel free to come here behind the Vyasasana. Hare Krishna.
कैसे माता जी कैसा लट्टू डॉक्टर ठीक रहा मैं बीमार पड़ गई थी बहुत ज़्यादा इन्फेक्शन हो गया था डायरिया स्टमक इन्फेक्शन बहुत डिहाइड्रेट होके पर पहला हाफ बहुत अच्छा था वृंदावन ट्रिप अच्छा था कुरुक्षेत्र अच्छा था महाराज का समाधि में गए थे तो मुझे मैं कल आपको फ़ोन करके मुझे कुछ डाउट्स है कि रेमिटेंस कैसे स्टॉप करें कोई दो बुक देना मेरे को लेना है एक एक वो जैस्मिन से भी आपको मुलाकात करा दी जो हमारी थैंक यू अच्छा वो उसको हमने हायर किया अच्छा वो जयश्री प्रभु जी के लिए और दक्षिण प्रभु आ गए वापस हाँ
45, no? 35. If we take 2, 35.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. If you do not find space in the temple hall, you can go to the balcony with a plate and come back with the empty plate. The chairs are meant for senior citizens and people with mobility issues. Please offer chairs to senior citizens or people with mobility issues. Hare Krishna.